Do you know that the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, and being busy? No, obviously, being busy is not a fruit of the Spirit. But we tend to be busy all the time. And the reason why we have become so busy is because we've forgotten the truth. The truth that we are God's beloved daughter, with or without a busy schedule. And that just by being loved by Him is enough. There is an awesome story in the Bible in Luke 10, verses 38 through 42 about two women named Mary and Martha. So let me read this story to you. As Jesus and His disciples were on their way, He came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to Him. She had a sister named Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what He said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to Him and said, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me." "Martha, Martha," the Lord answered, "you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." So let's talk about these two ladies for a second, okay? First, we have Mary. Now, Mary probably had a million things to do because, let's be real, she had Jesus Christ Himself at her house. But you know what she chose to do? She chose to be still and just enjoy being in the presence of the Lord. And then we have Martha. Now, Martha also had a million things to do because, let's be real, ladies, she had Jesus Himself at her house. But you know what she chose to do? She chose to make the table, sweep the floors, do laundry, probably bake some bread, instead of just being still and enjoying being in the presence of the Lord. Now, when I think of this story, I like to think that I'm a Mary. And probably because I know it's the right answer. I'd be like, oh, if that was me in that situation, I would totally be a Mary. I would put everything aside and I would just sit and enjoy being in the presence of the Lord and just soak it all in. But that is so not true, because I'm not a Mary. I'm a Martha. I am 100% a Martha. Because this is the thing, ladies, Jesus Christ Himself is still as tangibly present and living in our hearts and in our homes today as He was back then. But do you know what I still choose to do? Well, for example, I still choose work. I still choose sending emails. I still choose making protein power balls. I still choose scrolling on Instagram versus spending time with God. So let me ask you, do you ever feel like it's difficult to enjoy being present because your mind is so distracted by all the things going on in your life, all the things you have to do today, all the things you have to do tomorrow, all the things you have to remember? Because if you struggle with that, then you, my friend, are also a Martha. How many of you are a Martha like me? There's another verse in the Bible, Matthew 11:28. It says, and this is Jesus talking, He says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." So if we know that we are insanely busy, insanely distracted, and we desperately need rest, we know that we can find a lifetime of rest from Jesus. Because tiredness, if not taken care of, can lead to emptiness. And emptiness means that we have totally forgotten the truth, that we are God's beloved daughter. So ladies, your challenge this week is to ask yourself, what is one thing that I can do this week to be more like Mary, so that we can live a life that is not based off of validation from our busy schedule or a person or a man, but finding our worth through God and God alone, because that is enough.